So you're stuck at home, you haven't got any weights or any exercise equipment, and you want to get a quick strength training session done. Perhaps you've read or heard how good for you strength training is, but you're not sure how or where to start. All is not lost. I'm Ash Radford, personal trainer, and in this video I'll be going through an 8-minute strength workout. You can follow along. It requires very little equipment, a couple of chairs and a broomstick at most. It involves 5 exercises done in circuit style. There'll be versions of each exercise to suit absolute beginner through to someone more advanced. As always, take full responsibility for your own well-being. If you have any health or medical conditions or you have any doubts, always good to get checked out by a doctor before you start exercising. So first of all, the setup. This may or may not be necessary depending on your fitness level. So you need a nice sturdy broomstick or similar, not something flimsy. 2 nice stable chairs. If in doubt and you haven't got that set up, don't do it. Safety first. Make sure it's nice and safe and stable. There's the version without the equipment. Not quite the same, but still very effective. Works the rear of the shoulders. It's a real aggressive padding action. You'll know what you're in for. And we're into the warm-up now. So squats. 10 bodyweight squats, sticking backside out. Arms up as you go down, then arms down as you come up. So you're trying to keep the spine nice and straight, head and chest up. It's that sitting back action you want to do. Okay, overhead punches while running on the spot, 20. Going for a level that's right for you. Nice quick warm up this one. We don't want it to take too long. It's only an 8-minute workout. Back into the squats again. Again, head and chest up. Just a pace that's comfortable. Not trying to set any records here. Just get nice and warm. Get the legs warm, get the arms warm, get things moving. And in a moment, repeating that running on the spot, punching overhead. So just doing 2 sets of each as shown. Nearly there now and just about ready to launch into the workout. And it's going to start with push-ups. So getting down on the floor, there's a few different options here. On the toes, obviously more challenging, or on the knees is easier. So starting on the toes there. So I've got the hands level with the chest rather than up at throat level or eye level, trying to keep the neck and upper back nice and relaxed that way. Of course, on the knees is easier. You can still get plenty of depth, still very effective. And easier still, which you'll see in a moment, is halfway down. So you can reduce the range, still effective, but not as taxing and challenging. You can pause during these 30-second rounds and either go to an easier version or just let your muscles rest. And moving on now, well done. Lunges. So this is going to be left leg forward, nice long stride, so that shin, that front shin remains close to perpendicular or straight up and down. We don't want that front knee to go beyond the line of the end of that shoe. So I'm showing you an easier version now, which is the hand resting against a wall or chair or whatever else. Handy if you're struggling with the balance. And easier still, you can just take that back knee halfway to the ground. Again, reducing that range to make it a little bit easier, reducing the intensity. Or there's that full option with knee all the way to the ground. Nice controlled speed. Very good. Swapping over now to the other leg. So it's going to be right leg forward, doing the lunges again. Away we go. Keeping head and chest as upright as possible. You can use the wall, chair, whatever to balance or reduce the range to make it even easier still. Being conservative today, erring on the conservative side, you can come back in the future and do more advanced versions, of course, once you've got the hang of it. One of the advanced versions is this quarter movement in the bottom where you make it more challenging. It's called 1 1/4. That bottom part of the range where it's more challenging, doing a small movement in there. Done with the lunges. Okay, moving on now to the pull-ups. So using that setup shown in the start. Pulling your chest up towards the bar. Another option here is to just hold. It's deceptively challenging. And of course, we've got that option in the corner there with no weights where you're face down, you're lifting the head and chest up off the ground, and it's an aggressive padding action. This really works the muscles around the rear of the shoulder blade, rear of the shoulder, mid and upper back. Very good postural correction exercise. And if you're doing those pull-ups, you can do the bent leg version, of course. Very good. Well done. Moving on now to the glute bridge. Lying on your back, feet flat on the ground, hands on opposite shoulders. Using the glute and backside muscles to lift the backside up off the ground. Trying to keep the hamstrings as relaxed as possible using a controlled pace. And you can progress from that option by just doing the top half of the movement. So there'll be no rest during this one. A little bit of a progression. Nice controlled speed. This is all about muscle control. Very good. Okay, an abdominal exercise now. So lying on your back, knees up at 90 degrees, drawing the navel down towards the spine. You're lowering one heel to the ground, then back up to the top, trying to keep the lower back from arching too much. Nice controlled speed. Lowering is as important as raising with this one. You can make it more challenging by lowering both feet at the same time, keeping the knees bent at 90 degrees, but ensuring that lower back is not arching excessively and that you're not feeling anything through the lower back. Another progression is straightening one leg as you lower, still maintaining that controlled speed, drawing that navel down towards the spine. Well done. That's one round done. So starting with the push-ups again. So getting ready to go with the version that's right for you. Of course, there's that conventional version on the toes, or a progression of that is that 1 1/4 option that I explained with other exercises in the first round. That'll definitely become more challenging. Or close grip. So the little inset in the top right of your screen, I've moved the hands close together. This will work more triceps, the back of the arm, and is definitely more challenging if you need that challenge. Of course, you might find 30 seconds of push-ups challenging as it is. Well done. Left leg lunges. So left foot forward, nice long stance again. So I'm showing you from front on here to give you the sense that you need to have the feet shoulder width apart. If you have the feet too narrow, like you're on a tightrope, you're going to get too much lateral or sideways movement at the knee. So the knee's a hinge joint. We just want it bending and straightening, not wobbling around and rotating. Of course, you can use that 1 1/4 version for more challenge. Easier, hand up on the wall. I'm showing you a really challenging version now with the 1 1/4 and a jump. Don't do this if you've got dodgy knees. You can always do that half version as well. That's definitely effective. Okay, on to right leg lunges. So right foot forward. I'm going to show you another version still now. So this is hands up overhead. This raises the center of gravity, means the core's got to work harder. Your legs have got to work harder. That's an interesting challenge to try that one. Don't do it if you're getting too much wobble or you're struggling with balance. There's the conventional version, of course, where you're just going down and up, or you can reduce the range and just go halfway down. Nothing wrong with that. Erring on the conservative side today. Well done. That's it for the lunges. So the pull-ups again, you'll need that set up with the chairs and the broomstick or similar. If you're doing the version without any equipment, you're face down, you're lifting the head and chest, but you're not lifting the head up. You're trying to keep the neck in a nice straight line. If you are using the bar version, you can do it with the knees bent, which is a little bit easier. And just holding with the elbows at 90 degrees can be a really deceptive challenge as well if that's the version you're choosing. Higher chairs would be preferable if you can do them. Well done. And we're moving on now to the glute bridge. So lying on your back, feet flat on the ground, hands on opposite shoulders, squeezing backside muscles. Here's a progression. Doing the top half while you hold at the top, keeping backside up, taking knees apart an inch or two, bring them back together. Only doing this if you can keep the backside up. Another progression is, while you have the backside in the top position, lifting your right foot, then your left, then lowering halfway down again. But I stress, you must be able to keep the pelvis still and up while you do that. It's deceptively challenging. This is all about muscular control, this one. Nearly there. Done. Last but not least, the abs again. So lying on your back, starting with knees up at 90 degrees, drawing that navel down towards the spine. The conventional version, keeping the knees bent at 90 degrees as you lower a heel, or progressing by straightening a leg as you lower. Not doing it so you feel anything through the back. If you want a challenge, lowering both heels at the same time. Nice controlled speed. More challenging still, straightening legs as you lower. Most people won't need to go to this level. You're nearly there, and that's it.
Well done, you made it. You certainly can get through quite a lot in just 8 minutes. It can be tricky doing those transitions nice and quickly and working out which version of each exercise is appropriate for you.
But if you do it consistently, which I'd suggest, you'll figure all that stuff out. What you could do is aim for 3 sessions a week with 48 hours recovery between each for 6 weeks. I'm sure you'd notice some significant improvements in your strength levels, put on some muscle, and you'll have been able to progress to more advanced versions of each exercise. All right, for more on how to feel, function, and perform better, have a look at my blog at transformmindbodyfitness.com/blog. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.